Tito's one or two times,
I love
and it's
Tito's.
not good.
No, it's great.
Oh, it's great.
The
Tito's and iced tea. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
What the fuck is Tito's?
Vodka.
Tito's vodka. It's good vodka.
There's some Tito's in that fridge.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
There's I just don't have any. I think I have dick for mixers down here. I went through too much of it the other.
I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay away from the
Yeah.
Tito's.
Technically.
First time in like 10 days I've gone to work.
Oh, actually, me too. I got a bunch of computer shit I need to get done before I go to work tomorrow.
Oh boy. Yes.
So tell me about your dog.
Oh, the reason why I was asking how hot your house gets is because this summer, my house, it gets hot in the upstairs, right? Like, really hot.
You don't have AC?
No, we don't have AC in there.
They didn't do it before the HOA kicked in.
Yeah.
Right? They charge extra for that shit.
But he's got a fireplace on the patio outside.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Anyway, so
Just go over to your house and do one of these.
this summer, it was, so it got hot this summer, right? And it was like, there's one time I came home from work, and usually I come through the garage door, and Benji comes flying right down the stairs for a walk, because he knows that's, he's ready
It's
to go.
time.
Time to go pee.
Well, we keep a dog diaper on him, because if we don't, he'll piss in the house. It's just, Mary coddled him too much when he was a baby, and he doesn't pee unless we take him for a walk around the block. Like, we can even let him out the back door and he won't go pee. He's got to have his walk, right? And so, this summer, and this happened twice, I came home and he didn't come down the stairs. And I was like, shit. Right? Like, he's hiding under the couch because, what's that?
How old is he?
He's almost 4 now.
Oh, okay.
And so I walked upstairs and I go into the living room and I turn the corner and he's sitting there looking at me, wagging his tail, right? But it smells like shit up there really bad, right? And I'm like, and then I start looking around and there's shit smears on the carpet, on the couch, and then I look at his diaper right away, and it's like a baby diaper with shit pouring out the fucking sides of it. Liquid shit, right? And what's he do? He gets happy I'm home, right? So he jumps up on the couch and runs towards me and then sits down on the pillow that I usually take a dirt nap on, right? And I'm sitting there trying to grab him I ripped the fucking diaper off and I know he's got to go, right? So I'm like, do I give him a bath first or do I take him outside? So I was like, all right, I'll just take him outside, right? I take him outside and he pees on the stop sign pole right there, and then he sits down and he looks at me with this look in his eye, right? And I'm like, what's going on, bud?
You're like fucking Caesar Milan over here, dog whispering.
So what happened is I think he needs to take a shit. But he's looking at me like help. So I lift his tail up. Well, it was so hot that day that when he shit his diaper, the shit that came out of his ass and was pasted against the diaper to his ass was hard as a rock, sealed over his
Plugging the hole.
plugging his butthole.
You're out there with a fucking spatula and shit.
No. And so he's got to go shit really bad, right? He's in stance, but nothing's happening. So what?
He's pushing.
What did you do?
Yeah. So he's pushing, but nothing's coming out. And there's kids playing out in the street, people washing their cars and everything. I had to go in. I took my fucking 2 fingers, went right up.
2 fingers.
Poor
God.
He's just a little guy.
You start with the pinky.
Dude, the pinky wasn't peeling this off. Dude, it was like a sheet I peeled off, but it was part of it was hard in the butthole. And so I had to get my fingers in there and kind of pull it out and stuff. And the minute it came out, dude, he just fucking sprayed, right? And then when that happened, and this happened, that was the first time. The second time, same exact thing, right? But the first time...
Now you got a tool.
Yeah.
He carries some rubber gloves in his back pocket.
Well, no, so after that all happened, you know, I'm sitting here,
Dollar store
I'm sitting here,
spatulas.
I'm texting Mary, right, as this just happened, you know, and
With your
she's
shit
like,
finger?
yeah. No, and so I'm texting her, and she was
Voice
like,
to
all
text.
all she texts me back is, "That's love." And for like a week straight, Benji wouldn't even go near his mom. He sat on my lap the whole time.
You ever had a finger up your butt? You get attached real quick.
Twice that happened. Yeah, I was sitting here on a nice fucking 80-degree day, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, fingering my dog in front of a bunch of kids playing in the street.
Didn't get a lot of trick-or-treaters this year.
That guy fingers his dog.
Don't trust the Kit Kat.
That was like the worst summer ever. That made it literally the worst summer ever.
Oh, no.
Like, I can't even look at Benji the same way anymore.
You guys share a special bond now.
You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Benji wore a lederhosen for Halloween.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He was cute.
Nice.
That's funny.
Poor Benji.
He looks like a piss dog, though.
He does.
Like, I remember going to my grandparents' house,
Right?
or their friend's house, and they had a couple of those
He's so
dogs.
cute.
And they were old people with those dogs. What kind of dog is that?
I think it's a Bichon something mix.
Oh, well, it looks like an old person dog that they carry around every place, you know?
Yeah.
And when they're not well kept, they got, like, all their white fur kind of turns a little bit yellow right in here. And I remember going to, I can't remember who, it was one of my grandparents' friends or whatever, and they had 2 of those dogs, and you walked into their living room and it smelled like piss, you know? Just like, why are we hanging out? You know, when you're, and this was like when I'm kid, like 5, 6 years old. It's like, I don't want to go hang out with whatever, whoever these people are. And it's like my grandparents would always just make rounds. So when they were babysitting us, they'd make rounds to visit their people that they either used to go to church with or what have you. And it was just like, you can tell they're going here as a courtesy visit because they just want to make sure
Right.
everything's okay and all this stuff. And we're supposed to play with these ancient freaking Barbies and their dogs that smell like piss. And,
Yeah. All the hair is cut off of them.
Yeah.
They have no clothes.
I don't know. I see Walter's nut.
We've all been there.
He feels the wind. He pushes it in. And the other one fell up the other side.
Those boxers don't fit anymore, buddy. Oh, shit. You fucking...
The dog fingerer.
Yeah.
That's... I've called you, like, when your number pops up on my phone, it's still, like, the nickname we gave you in high school, and I realize now how nationalist and fucking
Mother
racist.
Oh,
Goose.
you're totally
No.
a racist.
Yeah.
What is it?
Racist.
Well, gook.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, and I know it's like you and I've known each other forever, but that's I can't remember what we were getting back and forth on something in text. It had been a long time ago, and I was at work, and someone saw my phone go off, and it said "go texting," a picture of something or whatever, and they're like, "What the fuck is this, Josh?" I'm like, man, I'm so like I know I need to probably lose that now.
dude, it was better than Tony DeBoer. I was getting my hair cut in a freaking salon, and it was all Asians in there, and fucking he comes in. He didn't know I was in there, and he saw me. He's like, "Hey, Duke." And it was all Asian people in there, and I'm like,
Yeah, you
Christ.
can't go into
Tony.
you can't go get stripes in your hair and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Cripes.
Cripes. Crikey.
Yeah.
It's like, Tony, you're lucky you're Asian, man.
Yeah, he's. You can almost get away with it when you have that Filipino look, right? A Hawaiian Islander. It's funny as shit. Anyone got any more stories?
Lots of stories.
Yeah.
River floating.
God, I didn't do
Going
any
over the
of it.
fucking.
The fish ladder.
Yeah. Fish ladder getting stuck.
You didn't go on that trip, did you?
I don't think so. Dude, I remember when...
There was a shit ton of people that day, though.
Remember when Chrissy went
What-
log jamming?
What's a shit ton?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Who went log jammer?
well, if it's anything like a buttload, it's
Her and Jeff,
126
like
gallons.
That's right.
So it was when me and Karen were together, but we all went on a river float and fucking Jeff and Christy. We were like we were the smart ones. We walked out
Yeah.
to where we know when we sit down we're
Yes.
gonna bypass the tree laying down in the
Yes.
river. Well, Jeff and Christy both lose, and of course they're the
Everything.
assholes that had
Had
all the
all
beer,
of it.
all the beer,
Yeah.
right? Well, they end up freaking. Jeff ended up falling and just freaking drifted right into the tree, and then Christy did the same thing, and
Floats.
and there goes our beer. Beers are just fucking floating right down the river, right?
Nice thing about light beers is they do float.
Yeah. Fucking that whole year, freaking we made fun of them. Christy and Jeff just went log jamming.
Yeah, that's. I'm surprised no one got killed that week or that year.
That trip that we went
Yeah.
on?
That was one of the ones where you hear about where people get stuck underneath those log jams and can't.
Yeah.
get
It was
out.
intense.
Yeah, it was. It was the river was still a little bit high, but
I haven't even floated a river in forever.
I didn't float a river. So,
I didn't do it this year. It's my first
I
time.
didn't float this year at all. Last year we floated, and it was Sarah, my friend Vanessa, and Jen and Torrin. And Torrin was coming on her first river float,
Oh, nice.
and it was like 8 hours.
Yeah, that's
It
a tough
was
so
one.
low.
Horrible. It was every person that we passed by, they're like, "Hey, where are you floating to?" And we told them, and they're like, "Where'd you come from?" And we told them, they're like, "Oh, you got a long ways
you've
to
been
go."
here a while.
Yeah. One lady was like, "Do you have a cell phone on you? Do you have anybody like you can call? Because you're not even anywhere near where
Yeah,
you're headed."
So by the time you guys got out of the water, it was like fucking dusk.
Oh yeah.
you know, cold.
Yeah.
It was miserable. It was so miserable.
Yeah, that's River Meadows to Holler is not a good idea any time of year.
No.
Because that was forever.
And don't ever think that, you know what, you didn't spend enough time on the river and say, when you get to Holler, say, "Oh, let's go to Big Rock."
yeah,
That's always a terrible idea, no matter what time of year it is.
yeah,
Every single time.
yeah. You're walking the entire way.
Dude, I remember the river float that we did when we went up to Twist one time when you guys still had your cabin. That
Yeah.
was a blast.
That was and that's a good float. You put in about 4 miles, halfway point between Twisp and Winthrop, and then you come out at the Twisp pool park there, and it's only 4 miles or something like that, but it's long. And that's when Jason went to that Les Schwab and bought the tractor.
the
Right,
big
yeah.
tractor black rubber.
Yeah.
If you're
friggin'
on it,
floaty.
there's no way you're
you
getting
get the
back.
fucking burn on your armpits,
Yeah.
you know, from doing this.
Yeah.
And
No, you can't.
Stabbed
There's
by
no
the-
paddling. You're 4 feet off the ground
Oh, really?
when you're on top
Yeah,
of it.
it's taking you wherever you go. Where
You
it
just-
Literally,
float
after
with it.
after it's inflated,
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's 4 feet tall.
Yeah. So you don't get stabbed by the air thing.
No, you point that down.
Oh, the
Yeah.
big stems
Yeah.
hanging out.
The stem is 2.5 feet long.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I remember when Lenny was on top of that thing and he went off that rock. Like it took him right off the rock, and he went like literally 3 feet out of the water in there.
Oh, really?
Oh, there's a little bit of a spillway halfway down
Yeah.
there where it's one of those like just they have one down on the Savannah end past Big
Yeah,
Rock where it's
yeah.
just it's not much, but it's just that spillway. It's
Right.
it's some man-made thing that has a little bit of a waterfall to it.
Yeah.
That would launch you off that freaking tractor tire.
If the river is high enough. Right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the funnest. That was one of the funnest river trips I've done.
That was really cool too because then you can look on the side of that river, the Methow River, like people used to get rid of their cars by throwing them down banks
Yeah.
and shit. So then you're looking down, and you see these old Packards and Fords
Yeah.
and Oldsmobiles just
There's a
rusting
whole
out.
spot, like just outside of Carnation. They fixed the river out there, and that's what they found was a bunch of cars that they sent over the bank to pack it in, so that it wouldn't erode
Oh,
the bank away. They did a bunch of work out there this past
Yeah,
summer.
they
It was
tore 'em all out of
it was really really interesting, the back history on it.
Yeah.
There's still
It's
that
cool.
one random white one in the draw on the way to Pateros.
yeah,
When you come around the river bend right there, and it's up
yeah.
on
Coming
the
out of
hillside.
Kashmir.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's my. I remember my uncle used to have a piece of riverfront property, and there was like he built kind of a road to go down to the river from his because he was on kind of a bluff, and yeah.